up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before we get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, go follow me on Twitter at KO Boxing 86 TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows. We live every Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And you can also catch me live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's go ahead and get it popping and get into our video. And today, Terence Crawford versus David Advanesyan. Will it do 10,000 pay-per-view buys, bro? A lot of people in boxing are anticipating the Terence Crawford and David Advanesyan fight to underperform, and we want to talk about that. So 10,000 is the number that this article from Boxing News 24 put out there, and it's coming from what Eddie Hearn said, because Eddie Hearn said he won't even do 10,000 buys. Is Eddie Hearn hating? Is he too low? Is he too high? Look, man, and this is exact word. It won't do 10,000 buys. 10,000. If it's $60, it won't do 10,000 buys. If you're getting paid $10 million to fight Advanesyan, you want $20 million to fight Spence, or you want $25 million. It's just madness. Basically saying that it's just way too much money. Now, this is all we have to go off of. I think that Amir Khan. I think Victor Postol, Sean Porter, I think they all are bigger names in the sport of boxing than David Advanesyan. And we saw the numbers that he did on huge platforms. HBO pay-per-view with Victor Postol, the ESPN pay-per-views, and with Amir Khan and Sean Porter. And those, Sean Porter did like 135, 150,000 or something. You know what I mean? So will this pay-per-view underperform? Yeah, bro, it is, because everybody knows ESPN. Everybody knows ESPN Plus. Not a lot of people know about BLK Prime. And so to think that Terence Crawford is going to fight a lesser opponent, to think that Terence Crawford is going to fight someone that is not on the level of a Sean Porter, Amir Khan, guys like that, and do better numbers than he did against better fighters, that's just faulty logic. He's fighting in Omaha, Nebraska. He'll probably do pretty good at the gate. I'm sure it'll sell out. I don't know how much they charge him for tickets, but I'm sure they'll seat capacity out there. They love him in his home city, so it'll do okay at the live gate. But they're not recouping that money. So if he is truly getting paid $10 million, they taking the L. They taking a loss, bro. 10,000 though. I think the safe number is somewhere between 30,000 and 50,000 pay-per-view buys. I think it's gonna do. I think it'll do between 30,000 and 50,000. And the other thing with the card is, no disrespect to anyone else on the card, but the card itself. Like, if you had this fight, but then there was a bunch of other really good fights on the card, then you could, you'd have a better chance. But you're doing this fight, Terence Crawford and David Advanesyan. You're doing this fight, and you got Chris Cyborg as the co-main event. And at the time that he was fighting Sean Porter, he wasn't as heavily criticized as he is now in Terence Crawford. When he was fighting Sean Porter, the boxing public and the general public understood, like, yo, he's still with Top Rank. PBC over there, hard to do business. It's still a whole nother belt out there. There's other options, there's other things for him to do. Sean Porter is his mandatory. People were more understanding of Sean Porter. Sean Porter's a former 2-time champion. He beat Bud Crawford's toughest test of his career. People understood that. And so people weren't as angry with him. So more people were willing to spend their money and drop money to watch him fight. Because it was the type of fight that people were asking for. But he's doing this Advanesyan fight when many feel, myself included, that he pulled the rug from up under people's feet. You know what I'm saying? He pulled the wool over eyes, because we, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, negotiations, done deal, agree to terms, Terence Crawford fighting David Advanesyan on December 10th. A lot of the fight fans feel betrayed at that shit. They feel like, bro, you led us on. And so it's a lot of people that are angry with the decision to fight Advanesyan. And so as a result, that's gonna hurt the performance of the pay-per-view. So you got everything going against him that says he's going to underperform what his numbers are already doing and drastically. And the reasons are you was on ESPN, a much known, much bigger, much easier to access platform than BLK Prime. So you're on a lesser, and again, no disrespect to them, bro, but you're on a lesser known platform that is not known for sports or boxing. So that's one thing going against you. Your dance partner. You had better dance partners in Amir Khan, Victor Postal, and Sean Porter your last time on pay-per-view. This is the worst dance partner in terms of name recognition. What he do on Fight Night, David Advanesyan going there. He's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's a good pressure fighter. He's knocked out 6 opponents in a row. But he is a fighter in a voluntary defense that you think someone of the caliber of Terence Crawford will be able to handle relatively easy, seeing as though David Advanesyan's already been knocked out by a guy that Terence Crawford knocked out. So you got that going against you. He's the least of all the names that you've ever fought on pay-per-view. So the platform you're fighting on is not well known. The fighter that you're fighting against, not well known, not a big name at all. And then the other thing is a lot of fans are angry with you for the decision to fight this fighter in the first place. A lot of fans are angry with you for the decision to fight this fighter in the first place while you were right at the goal line, right at the 1 yard line, going in for the touchdown in the Errol Spence negotiations, and then you just pulled this rabbit out of your hat and it came from nowhere. So you got those 3 main things going against you, bro. That leads me to agree with Eddie Hearn. Now, I think Eddie Hearn is being harsh. 10,000 pay-per-view buys, that would be atrocious, bro. That would be atrocious. It's still bad, but I'm guessing somewhere between 35,000 and 50,000 pay-per-view buys. And then the other thing is Terence Crawford is the marquee man of the show. He's the headliner that if you are watching this card, if you are going to the fight live, if you do decide to spend your money in order the pay-per-view, if these are things that you decide to do, then you're doing that because of you want to see Terence Crawford. And when that is your job, when you are the marquee guy, it's your job to promote the fight. But instead, if you watch Terence Crawford's recent interview since this fight has been announced, over a month and a half ago now, or maybe a month ago now, since this fight's been announced, every interview that he has done has been trying to do mainly PR and try to make it, make reasons for why him not fighting Errol Spence isn't his fault. He hasn't really been promoting this fight. He hasn't been telling people how to what links to go to, how to get the app, how to purchase the pay-per-view. He hasn't really been doing that. Most of his interviews and most of his energy has been spent towards explaining why he didn't fight Errol Spence Jr. rather than promoting the fight that he does have, which I think was a gross miscalculation and a very, very bad thing to do on his part. But I don't think that he cares either because he's getting his money up front. So he could care less how much the fight performs and how many pay-per-view sales it has. Because to my knowledge, somebody let me know if I'm wrong, there have been no reports that he's getting any money on the back end. So it's somebody that's just getting money on the front end. He's just there to get his bag and move on, which, understood if that's how you're moving. But all it's going to do is hurt him in negotiations with Errol Spence if that's a fight that he wants, which I don't think he wants that fight right now. He'd have to show me by signing the fight and having the fight announced. Until then, I think that Terence Crawford's in this shit for the money, man. For the upfront money. Whatever upfront money you can give him, bro, whoever giving him that bag, that's who he's going with. And that's what he's gonna do. But I agree with Eddie Hearn that it's going to underperform. But the 10,000 buys thing, I think it'll do more than that. As I said, I'm on record now. Between 35,000 and 50,000 this weekend is what I'm gonna anticipate it doing. And the last thing that's really gonna hurt it is going up against a stacked card, a stacked night of boxing over there from Top Rank and ESPN. It is hard. Like if you Terence Crawford and them, man, you offering us, goddamn me, Chris Cyborg, no disrespect to Chris Cyborg, making her American boxing debut as your co-main event. And then Top Rank is giving us Teofimo Lopez versus Sandor Martin, Jared Anderson, Keyshawn Davis, Tiger Johnson, Xander Zayas, Jahai Tucker, Bruce Carrington. Like, bruh, you up shit creek without a paddle, homeboy. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications, and follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. Do you think Terence Crawford and David Advanesyan is going to do less than or more than 10,000 pay-per-view buys? I think a little bit more is the answer, but let me know what you think down in the comment section. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. Appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace out, y'all.